best not miss. going on, people? I'm hoping this is not too bad. We started to start the show, and we had another one of those glitches. So I hope everything is cool. Give me a thumbs up, YouTube, if the audio and the visual is cool. Give me a thumbs up. Think it actually might be okay, maybe. Give me a thumbs up, YouTube, if everything seems to be okay. Okay. Let's get to it then. Let's get to it. You like it? I love it. Where's my... You guys know, listen, I'm not making a move without my incense. Like I'm telling you. Listen, you guys better get your lives together. If you don't have your incense game up, you're just barely living. Shout out to all of my TikTok people in this situation, my YouTube people in this situation. And we can't rock without our Facebook people. You know what it is. Okay, it's time to get to it then. I mean, it may be lagging a little bit, but nonetheless, I believe we can do what we came to do, right? Boom, boom. Everything's locked in. Let's get to it. So listen, I apologize the show is late. As you guys can tell, we have had some ups and downs. Seriously, like technical, this thing, I don't even know what it's time for a new of. Everything seems to be cool, but sometimes we start the show and it tells us, no, you won't. Right? Those of you who are on, well, it's not even enough people over there yet, but we're definitely still going to go ahead and get the show started. The things that I am seeing day by day by day is becoming more and more disturbing. And I'm going to tell you this. If it's making Black society feel as disgusted as Black society feels about what we're seeing, I have a question. How do you think it's making everybody else feel? Full of hatred. Hatred can only bubble up for so long until it spills out into something else. Is that... Stop it. Stupid dick. Shout out to Miss Brenda in this situation rocking with us. I'm going to tell you guys something. Me, myself, I get extremely sick of coming up here. Black women this, black women that, black women this, black women that. I hate it. I know that black women must hate it. Listen, especially the ones who aren't running around in society acting like imbeciles. Imagine that. Imagine being a black woman. Listen. Imagine being a black woman and you have your act together. You pretty much don't bother anybody. You take care of your kids just as fine as any other group of people do, right? And there are people like the real Stacey Prince, the late great Kevin Samuels, who talk about you day in and day out, right? I can imagine that would get old really fast. I could definitely imagine that. We are at one place and one place only. The reason that we know that we are at one place and one place only, if black people are beginning to become enraged with hate at the other black group of people's behavior, how do you think people who are already racist feel? People who aren't inside of the black race. Right? We are at a place where African American women's behavior is so atrocious. I feel that we'll be attacked shortly. I don't even see how it can be avoided. And when I say attacked, I mean it will either be a physical attack by hate groups, or it will be an assault based on societal policies that have been implemented because Black people can't be kept under control. Black people will probably soon start being treated like third world citizens, because nobody, not even African Americans, can stand the behavior that we're constantly seeing. African American women single-handedly destroyed this entire community, wiped it out, and they're doing the nails in the coffins right now. They're doing the nails in the coffin right now. What I mean when I say nails in the coffin, we were already pushing out really broken human beings. And those broken human beings were already conducting their own lewd, lascivious behavior. But then African American women wouldn't stop having these children. And these children started growing up. And they started having children. And those children started having children. I'm going to show you guys something. It's getting more and more difficult every day for me to not say I hate them. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say. Is it? I don't know. I want to show you guys something.
Door's locked. Ooh, think I'm stupid? Come on. Open it. It's locked. Give me the phone. What you got my phone for? Give me the phone.
She went to go get service done for her phone. And when he handed her phone to let her examine it, she took off running, tried to run out. But he had buzzer lock doors to where you have to be buzzed out. Now I want to show you the craziest part.
I'm going to take the screen off and you can get out of here or I can call the cops. What is it?
I'm not calling you. Why am I inside the store? Like, why you lock the doors on me? I ain't my fault.
All right, I'm going to call the cops if that's the case.
Listen to how she's talking like the guy is the culprit. Why he gave me my phone back and then he locked the door? Like he was supposed to assist you in ripping him off.
You're going to give me my screen back or you're going to go home? Which one is it?
His screen and I started running home. He's taking my screen.
All you have to do is give me the phone, let me take the screen off, and I'll let you go.
That video goes.
Now I want to show you guys something. I want to show you the craziest part about that. She was on the phone with her mom, and she called her mom. Shout out to my people on TikTok over here in this situation. Shout out to Corporal over here in this situation, rocking with us, supporting the show. Let's go. The real Stacey Prince is back on these YouTube streets. Come on, people. We need to protect and respect this man. You already know, brother. I always appreciate your support. You know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. I want to show you guys the most disgusting part about this clip. Now, for those of you who didn't see it, those of you who are on TikTok, you're going to want to come over here to YouTube. We have plenty of clips to show. You're not going to be able to see them. But if you come to YouTube, The Real Stacey Prince on YouTube, you'll get to see. The show's going to be hot. Listen, I'm going to play this one more time for you guys. I want you guys to see this.
On for another 2 minutes.
This girl went to a phone repair shop to get her phone fixed. And when the guy handed it back to her so she could, test it out, she tried to take off running.
Door's locked. Think I'm stupid? Come on.
Open it.
It's locked.
Then she said, open it. Like, listen, help me rob you. These are monsters. And I'm telling you guys, society can only take so much of this before they launch one of two different forms of attacks on the African American community. One will be in the form of hate groups. Another one will be in the form of systems that are put in place to keep African Americans under control. I'm going to lay out my entire premise to you.
Give me the phone.
What you guys got my phone for?
Give me the phone. I'm going to take the screen off and you can get out of here or I can call the cops. One of the two.
I'm not calling you. You need to send it. Why am I inside the store? Like, why he locked the doors on me?
She said, I'm inside the store. I mean, like, why? Telling her mom, why he locked the door while I'm in here? She's really oblivious to the notion of him preventing her from ripping him off. She's viewing it like he did something wrong.
That ain't my phone.
All right, I'm going to call the cops if that's the case.
Dude, come on, you gotta take me to jail.
You going to give me my screen back or?
He's giving her an option. Give me the phone back so I can take the screen off and you can leave, or else I'm calling the cops.
You're going to go home. Which one is it?
Because he got his screen, and I gotta run home. He fixed my screen.
All you have to do is give me the phone, let me take the screen off, and I'll let you go.
That video goes.
Now, I'm going to show you the most atrocious part about all of this. I'm going to show you the most... Remember, she was on the phone talking to her mom. I'm going to show you the most atrocious part.
Now, what the f*** is going on?
She tried to run out of the store.
Okay.
And I told her, give me the phone, I'll take the screen off, and we can...
I want to point this out to you guys. I want to point this out to you. When her mom walked through the door, it wasn't, you been out here stealing? You tried to run off with this phone? You tried to run off on this man's services? It wasn't any of that. There's no condemnation for being out in society trying to rip this man off. Watch what the mom says.
Done with this, but she wasn't having it.
How much is the phone cost?
The screen is $125.
You only charged me $75 for mine, and mine is
She has an XR.
Why are you charging her that? Because I got one done and it was only $75. Not my daughter was out here stealing. People, we're in trouble. If this is the amount of shock that comes with finding out your daughter just got busted trying to steal from someone, what else is allowed to go on in that house? Listen.
I got an 11.
Or 11.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. You didn't charge my other kid or my other kids that much, so why just charging her?
The screen.
Not that you were in here trying to steal. Why are you charging her that much when we was in here and you charged somebody else a different price? You know what a real mom would be doing? They would be having to pry the police off of a real mom just to get her up off of that kid.
For the 1200 is 200.
You didn't charge me when you fixed my phone. They didn't charge me that.
You must have got insurance or something.
No, y'all fixed my insurance. What do you mean? She must have got insurance. I got insurance. Right. So why you didn't go to the insurance? I don't know.
All she has to do is give me the phone back and I can take the screen off and we're done.
You just go there. You just go around the corner and get it.
She still doesn't even want to let him take his screen off. And the mom is entertaining this. These are monkeys. No, monkeys are kind of cute. These are apes. These are definitely animals. That's a fact. Hey, YouTube, listen. You guys got to do better than this. We got almost 3 times the viewership in here than we do the likes. Hit that thumbs up button, people, and I'll play the video. Hit that thumbs up button. Shout out to my bro Corporal in this situation, hitting us off with another support. My bro said, things like this is why I'm getting the hell out of here, the entire U.S. I am telling you guys right now, something's going to happen to African American people in America. It's either going to be a hate crime, it's going to be attacks by hate groups, or it's going to be systems put in place that are directed specifically towards African Americans. We will seem like third world citizens. They'll be putting buzzers on doors whenever we go into establishments to get manicures and pedicures, right? They'll be making African American people pay first before they're able to order food when they dine out. And then you'll be looking at them like, how come those people aren't being forced? How come those people aren't being forced? Because they don't behave like you, monkey. Excuse me, ape. I'm going to say this again. If African American people is sick of this behavior, what do you think every other race of people is saying about us under their breath? What do you think? They're sick of it, and they're not even putting it under their breath anymore. Let's go. Listen, YouTube, we got to get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button, people on YouTube. Let's get those likes up. TikTok, get us up to 15,000 likes. Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. There are times when I see behavior of black people. There is something about inside of me that wants to not acknowledge that it's the truth, that wants to not acknowledge that we deserve the condemnation and the criticism and the hate that we receive. I see it and I get mad internally because the things that people say about us, I don't want it to be legit, but it's way past legit. These are monsters. Listen, I'll go so far as to say this. There's around 23 African American women in the United States. This is terrible to even be thinking this. You can almost say around 7 million of them need to be. The mom can't even make her give the man his property back.
Back and I can take the screen off and we're done.
He said, listen, give me the phone. I'll take my screen back off and we're done. Listen. She told the mom, I'm not giving him my phone. So who runs this show? See, I'm going to tell you about my mom. I can honestly say I have never in my life told my mom I wasn't doing something. I was always too scared. I knew better. I wouldn't dare. I could imagine if the roles were reversed with me and my mom in this video, if my mom said, give the man his phone back, and I said, I'm not giving him my phone back, I could imagine it going like this. What did you just say? That would be my mom letting me know, did I just correctly hear you defy what I told you to do? That's all I need to know. I just need to know, did I hear what I think I just heard? And I can handle it from there. And that's how children turned out good. She's having to beg her. Even though we know that this is a monkey mom too, like an animal mom, you would think an animal mom would have that fear in her daughter. We know that's a ghetto mom. So I don't understand why the girl's not scared of her.
Why you gonna try to break my phone? He can't break your phone.
What's already broken?
Why would you even try to come to a place that charges $100 and some mother dollars? You did not tell me that when I dropped my phone.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not. You about to have me do some crazy shit because I'm thinking this motherfucker doing something here.
How long do you guys think society is going to put up with this? Do you think that society is really going to just sit back and watch this and allow it to continue? I want to get you as close to the answer to that as possible. What would you do? What would you do?
What's the ticket?
My mother-in-law has it.
What?
My mother-in-law has it.
You better get it.
She's in an amusement park. She snuck in an amusement park. And I'm going to tell you something else that people hate about African American people. You can show them video footage and they'll still stick to their lies to the end. They'll stand on business with those lies.
We're gonna go. Let's go.
For what? What was the problem?
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out why he's
now.
stopping
You
me.
don't have a ticket right now. You're in the park. Right now it's at the service, so let's go.
I'm at that for service.
Right now you are. You're in a park that you don't have a ticket for right now, so let's go
I'm
over
trying to
here.
figure out why this man stopping. He keeps trying to stop me from somebody. I ain't even come
Let's
here
go
with.
and we'll talk about it in the office. Let's go. I'm a police officer with the Orlando Police Department,
I understand.
so let's walk.
Let me call.
Well, you
I'm
can
trying to
call
get
when
my
you get in there.
ticket.
When you
I think I'm going to find a way to help the government do something with these people. I think I want to invent some type of technology to help the government identify niggas, and whatever you do with them, you do with them. You know, any sensible human being is sick of this. And then when they get busted doing things, they'll turn the person who busted them into the guilty party.
can go in there and you can call in there, but we're gonna go into the office.
I don't have to get in the office. If you feel like I need to go, I can go.
I know, let's go in the office.
I don't need to go in the office.
Listen, I'm a police officer. I'm giving you a lawful command. So you either go without handcuffs or I'm going to handcuff you and bring you in there.
Listen,
so
sir,
walk on your own.
I don't need to go in the office. If you want me to leave, I can
No,
leave.
right now you're in a park you're not supposed to be in.
I have a ticket. My
Then we're
mother-in-law
going to go
has
take
no
care of
ticket.
it.
Okay.
But for now, we're going to go in there.
No,
You're
I
gonna
can
go-
leave
listen
out
to me.
until my
I'm
mother.
giving you a lawful order.
That's fine.
All right, if you don't go in the office now, you're going to jail. You hear me?
Just take me to jail, baby, if that's okay. But you're not supposed to. It's not so how you think that shit happened to baby, dumb.
I don't care. That's not the point.
either.
If you would have acted like a normal human being, you would have said, no, you didn't.
You would act like a normal human being and listen to what
Sit down.
I told you. I'm standing.
What don't you understand?
What don't you understand?
I am a police officer.
What the f***?
I am jail. Sit
Get your
down.
sergeant. Get your sergeant. I was
That's an animal. That's an animal.
your sergeant.
Sit your ass down.
You rude ass.
Sit down.
You rude ass prick. Get your
Sit down.
sergeant.
You know, it's coming to a place where it's going to be hard for us to tell the difference between extremely racist white people and white people who are just fed up. It's going to be hard for us to tell the difference. I believe that there is a such thing that people can be turned into racist. I believe that. You can see a behavior so obtrusive, so flamboyant, so obnoxious, so perplexing to where you can almost associate that behavior with the entire group of people. The reason that I know this is because when I think about what African American women have done, I say I hate them until I snap back, until I catch myself, and until I snatch back. These are demons. Broken African American women are how Satan accomplishes his task that he need done on earth. There are willing vessels. Shout out to Truth of the Matter in this situation supporting the show. I appreciate you. Listen, I don't know. I saw a fire-breathing dragon the other night. I want to see that again, people. I think I saw a fire-breathing dragon on here the other night. Show your brother some love. Rock with me like I rock with you. My brother Corporal said, I agree with you, Stacy. I worked in law enforcement for over 20 plus years. This has become normalized in the blackety-black community. Black people are tired of it. So what do you think other people are thinking?
Get your
Sit down!
Are you serious?
Sit down!
Are you serious, motherfucker?
You're gonna go in my car.
Jimmy! Jimmy! This rude ass little is trying to slam me down.
Put her in my car.
Get your motherfucking sergeant. Cause you's a rude ass motherfucker.
You think you can do whatever you want. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Get in the car.
Your racist ass think that. I don't think that. Your racist ass think that. Give me.
She's calling him racist. And he could very well be. But I guarantee you didn't make it any easier. You probably, if he was on the 50-50 mark of being racist and being not racist, you probably took him over there to the 51%. You can encounter black people, niggas. You can encounter niggas and start hating all black people. Easy. It doesn't take a lot of work. It doesn't take a lot of work.
That's very rude.
You know what? Let me go ahead and make sure that...
Take it.
My mother-in-law. Somebody that ain't racist.
Get in there.
Racist ass.
Get in the car.
Prick.
Get in the car.
Are you serious?
If you don't get in the car, I am gonna spray you.
Get in the car right now.
He keeps saying things like, are you serious? No, he's not serious. This is a play. It's a play and he's acting. The whole thing was a joke. He actually approves of your behavior. He doesn't see anything wrong with how you're behaving. What do you mean, are you serious? I've been trying to show you how serious I am the whole time. You know, I think what makes this thing nastier, Hollywood in this place. What makes the thing nastier is when they catch us doing something wrong and we turn around and turn them into the culprit. Are you serious? You're really putting me in handcuffs? What is wrong with you? I'm arresting a criminal. Listen, I'm telling you guys right now, this is only going to continue for a short amount of time. I'm going to prove it by the end of this video, by the end of this show.
That's very rude.
Miss Berry. My girl.
She's doing my shit. It's still
Okay, Mama, it's gonna be.
This woman just got her hair cut and just got up and politely walked out of the salon without paying. You guys are making people hate us. I didn't say dislike. You guys are making people wish that we weren't on this planet. The reason that I know is because I catch myself feeling like that about some of you. I catch myself saying it until I catch myself knowing that that's not righteousness. You guys are going to be responsible for hate groups to launch attacks on us.
55 and 40 for haircut. Excuse me. She thinks that I'm gonna make her do you really think that I'm gonna do the job free?
How long do you expect society to put up with this? You kidding? You really think society is just going to sit back and continue to watch black people do the things that they're doing? Listen, the truth of the matter is, we know that white America commits high levels of crimes. The difference between white America's crimes and black people's, black people's seem concentrated, not spread out. It seems, of course, we're getting help, being demonized by the media, of course. Almost everywhere that there are black people, there's some form of chaos taking place. Why do you think black people like to use the phrase, shout out to my girl, Miss Mary, over here in this situation, rocking out with us, supporting the show. My girl, I appreciate you, love. Hey, Council of State said, we don't dislike you. We know the difference, brother. We know the difference. That was a bit refreshing. It was. Because I've heard black people say that we wish society knew the difference. But do you know how many other people who don't possess a heart like Council of State, who desire to seek wrong in black people, are being given justification? Let me show you guys something. Has no age limit as well.
What is going on?
Right now, you guys are being detained for the shoplifting investigation. So, how old are you guys?
I'm 19.
19. You guys are all above 18?
Yeah.
All right.
We went by skincare, selected our skincare products. I got clear footage of them concealing it. She placed an item inside her jacket, and then she put it inside her bag and took out the item in her jacket.
Afford you the opportunity right now to be honest with me and tell me what's going on today. What happened? What happened in the Sephora? Why am I here?
Why I'm here?
Why am I here? And why are you in cuffs right now? I have cameras on every single angle in that store.
Take something.
Okay. So did you take something?
Did I take something?
Yes.
I was looking and stuff like that, and I was trying on stuff. All my makeup stuff is in my bag. So all your makeup stuff's in there? Like what I brought from home.
Can you imagine how humiliating that is? I'm not saying white people don't steal. I'm saying black people can't afford to be doing it. We're already in the hole. We're already demonized. We're already looked at a certain way. These are mutations. These are just barely human beings, just barely. If you look, these are some of the girls that you can go on Instagram. Listen, I'm going to ask a question too. Listen, anybody wake up today and you can't see the comments on any of your posts on Instagram? I even have posts that have 3 million views that I can't see any of my comments. That happened to anybody else today? I cannot see any of my comments. Brother said, Brother Prince, you're making a valid point, but you can't walk around saying that black people are monkeys. We're already dealing with enough of that. This is a bad look, bro. Let me drop this link down there, because maybe you can instruct me on how to better conduct myself since I'm telling lies on black people. Let me drop this link down here. I'm dropping a link down in the comments. Click the link, it'll bring you up. Let's have a discussion about it. The Nation One Love podcast up in this situation, rocking with us. Jeremiah. I was wondering where my brother was at now. I was about to shut the show down if a few more minutes went by and my brother wasn't nowhere around here. See, yeah. What's going
Mr.
on?
Prince,
Good
how's it going?
Oh, man, you know what it is. Everything is love, brother. Everything is love. What about yourself?
Yeah. Oh, you know me. I'm out here in Cali dancing underwater without getting wet.
Come on, man. Talk that talk. Hold on. Hey,
But, no,
whoever that was, I think somebody just tried to come up. Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Zia. Go ahead.
I just came up to do my moderation thing. Like, look, we got a little over 50 people in here, and the likes are low. You know, likes are free, y'all.
You already know.
I ain't gonna get up here and ask y'all for no money or nothing. We need likes and shares. The more people in here, the less I'm gonna ask y'all to tap. The show goal is still 75,000 likes, and I've seen shows with less people in here do 100 plus.
Let's get it together,
so
people.
I know I'm not asking for too much.
Let's get it together, people. Let's get it together. Hey, I got somebody over here. K Norfolk.
Hey, salute. Can you hear me, good brother?
Yeah, man. Everything is good, man. Tell me how you feeling, man.
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Hey, great content, by the way, Stacy. You know, I'm a new subscriber. I came in a few shows ago. I'm really rocking with the channel. I'm really rocking with the information, brother. I want to give you some support. Collaborate, whatever it's gonna take to just keep shows like you going, man, and just, one brother help another brother. So salutes to you. And we can also build on the subject, but I want to give you your flowers, man. Salutes to you, bro. Much love and respect.
Much love to you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. So listen, somebody, where's it at? Brother Prince, you're making a valid point, but you can't walk around saying that black people are monkeys. We're already dealing with enough of that. This is a bad look. Here's what we have to get better at doing. The way that I changed my life, I told myself the truth. I had associates that I was dealing with when they kind of started hearing me talk about retiring and flipping my life around and pursuing some of my, nigga, why you acting like, nigga, they the one flying the shit in here, nigga, and trying to victim. I didn't have to touch it though, right? It starts there. The very same thing that we get on African American women about accountability, man, we have to hold ourselves to that same tape. We must. And I'm going to tell you like this. If what we're seeing is not the behavior of animals, you tell me what it is. Brother Michael, you can come up. I dropped a link down in the chat. I'll drop another one right now.
Hey, you said a lot, man. And then if I could,
talk to me.
I just want to say, man, what you was talking about was doing shadow work. When you do the shadow work on yourself, you start to remove your own shadow, because as you become to do shadow work on yourself, because it's about taking accountability. This is another reason why I rock with you, because it teaches black men about accountability within themselves, and not to so much lean on perception points or stereotypes or stigmas.
Right.
We have to take accountability. Yeah, man. So I'm with you on that 100%. Once we can do that shadow work on ourselves, even if we can see somebody else doing something to us, we can
Right.
also say, well, hey, what did I do to allow this
Right.
to even happen to
Exactly.
me? Yes,
Exactly.
sir. Yes, sir. So salute to you on that, brother. I'm with you on that point. And if I cut you off, I didn't mean to do so, but I
No,
want to
you good. You
validate
good.
that point, brother.
You
Good point.
good. No, I appreciate it. I actually
Yes,
agree
sir.
with everything that you said. Like, my thing is that's why, of course, it doesn't feel amazing, but that's why I'm transparent about my background, about the times I've bumped heads with the law, because I know that I was able to rebound. You see what I'm saying? So if I can rebound, then I'm not giving anybody else an excuse. You know what I mean? Like, because here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. If you've been watching these clips, and this is just clips from today, we are about to indirectly launch attacks on ourselves. We are going to cause, me and you both know that there's always been white supremacist hate groups and things like that who have been they've been looking for an excuse to go to war with us because we can't, listen, here's what no one wants to admit. No one can name any group, any race of people who African American people could withstand an attack from. We can't withstand an attack from anyone. We're not organized. We're divided. We're divided against each other. A lot of us are illiterate, right? Like literally illiterate. I think what is it, ZF? 30% of African American boys in the 12th grade are reading at a 4th grade level, right? We haven't even cleaned our own houses up yet. We haven't even started moving in a civilized fashion. Now, I'm talking about them because I don't group, in my opinion, there's black people and there's niggas, right? Black people are amazing, phenomenal people, loved by everybody and envied by everybody. That's just the fact of the matter. Niggas are the ones who, for no reason at all, will remove black people off of the planet. Just because they had their strap on them today. Just because I had some nice shoes on. But here's the thing. It's a tall order to be asking other people to be able to separate us when they start forming hate in their hearts. See, they can't look at it like there's niggas and there's black people. They look at it like black people are monkeys. And it's getting more and more clear that we are providing them all of the justification needed to do it. What's going to happen is, to be honest, this has to happen. For every action, there's a reaction. So when people started going in banks with these and saying, give me all of your money, well, they couldn't just, okay, he walked through the door and he was able to come in. Okay, so next time we'll put detectors at the door and buzzers at the door. Okay, next time that our money was taken, somebody came in. People start building defenses so that they won't have to continue enduring what they endured from you last time. Now, if African Americans, and I'm not saying white people aren't doing certain things, if black people are going and getting manis and petties, and when their manis and petties are done, they jump up and run out of salons. If they're going into beauty salons, like the video that we just showed, once their hair is done, they're jumping out running. It's almost turning epidemic now to where they're even women who you would think have money, like attractive women, they're going into these restaurants and they're dining and they're dashing. Now we are going to call them racist soon as they start asking us to pay up front. But it's the logical thing to do. In order to protect my business, it makes sense that what I'm seeing is a significant portion of people who look like you, when they come in here, sometimes my business takes a blow. I take a loss. So in order to keep from taking that loss, I have to go through other measures. But we like to look at that as racism. We still haven't even managed to stop taking each other's lives yet. So what I'm telling you guys is this. There are going to be some measures put in place. You guys are going to see by the end of this video, end of this show, you're going to see President Trump has already announced some things like, it's not going to be called that, but a war is about to be placed on black people. And the truth of the matter is, even someone of sound mind like myself, I can honestly say, we're giving them no other choice. And it started with our women breeding all of these bastard children who don't know how to come out and function in society because they were not raised with a father who could equip them for the travels of the world. It is essential that children are raised with a father so that the father can teach those children how not to step in all of the potholes that he stepped in. Therefore, they won't have to live a life of trial and error. Trial and error can be deadly. It can be deadly. If a dad doesn't teach his son, now listen, I'm going to tell you something, boy. When you get into it with men out there in the streets, you know, one thing you don't do, you don't call no another grown man no bitch. What about the boys who weren't taught that because they didn't have a dad and they went out there and tried it? We know how it goes. Got anything else for me, my brother?
I was gonna say, man, that was some very strong key points that you just kicked out, and I think that's the division where it comes from. What we're talking about, the difference between black people and what I call niggas, because I think it's a war between black peoples and niggas. I think it's a thing called black fatigue. I think it's black people
Sir.
against other black people. I think a lot of black people who are trying to get along with this system and find a position in the system are getting exhausted with so-called niggas who won't, just kind of pull themselves up by their bootstraps type of thing. But it's a two-way street. So um I kind of feel like we can kind of implement these points as far as us being, because we're both people,
Right.
because we look at the ideology of, we battling a white man, but we actually end up battling ourselves too, with like what you just explained, and you just said so much. I don't know if it went over a lot of people's head, but these are the things that we need to be taking into consideration and having these conversations about, because we need to understand what we want to achieve as a people together. And if we have the majority of the people offset or upset with what's going on as a people, and they're trying to get a piece of the pie, we trying to get a piece of the pie, say that. Well, we trying to get the recipe, say that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No doubt about it. Make a world of sense to me. I appreciate you come up rocking with me, my brother.
Oh yeah, man, and I'm gonna be tapping in with you. Salutes to you and the channel. Much love and respect, man. And I'll be
Back
reaching
at you.
out to you, man. Peace and power. Salute,
You
family.
already know. Much love, my guy. Much love. Listen, my brother Solar Tariq down here just hit a crazy point. Just hit a crazy point. And it actually made me feel good. It actually made me feel pretty good. Solar Tariq said, shout out to hometown in this situation. Listen, Solar Tariq said, goons will get sent to Guantanamo Bay messing with Trump. Now they calling each other inaccurate with that. Listen. Here's the problem that's going to happen with that. Because, hey, listen, Trump has a deal with who? Is it North Korea? To where he could start sending certain types of violent prisoners to North Korea. Is that it? Is it North Korea? Where is it at? Where is it at? Iraq? Where is it? It's somewhere. But here's the problem with that. You guys know that right now African Americans have the highest overturn ratio of cases, like proving that it wasn't them, right? Although I do agree that high-level animals need to be sent somewhere else or done something else with, that thing can be systematically turned into a weapon to do black men who you just feel, maybe even leaders who are making impacts in the community, like the Black Panthers, just like the Black Panthers. Like a lot of people who were on the way to building foundations for the black community, they were arrested, cases were put on them and things like that. So, that thing can be a two-edged sword. You know what I mean? Like people start trying to become black leaders and then a crime will get put on them and then they'll get sent to North Korea. You see what I'm saying? So that thing is tricky. I don't know. You got something, ZF? I'm about to take these headphones off.
No, not really. I just want to say now it's on us to end this. We're not going to be able to change these women.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So what we got to do is quit having kids with them. Period.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
But
We
hold
have to
on,
be
ZF.
way more
Here's the
selective.
crazy part. Here's the crazy part, ZF. They have created so many broken bastard boys who are illiterate as well, to where they can sleep with them.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why I told you about the idea that I have. So like we can put an end to this. I'm sorry. I know it sounds bad,
My
but
brother
I don't know
about to
how to make
snap.
it sound good. I don't know how to make it sound good. We just can't do it anymore because it's detrimental to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? We just can't procreate with these women no more. We can't even smash for fun because that gives them validation.
I agree, man.
We have to completely leave them alone.
Listen, PB said, I've been saying it. Black women are going to push us into a racial war with their behavior. Bro, listen, me and you both know what Hitler did. He demonized the people in front of society so that when he did what he did to them, society wouldn't be able to have a heart for them. And it worked. Listen, have you ever noticed that, what was it, Tamir Rice? Have you ever noticed, this is going to sound bad, but like my brother said, I don't know how to make it sound good. Have you ever noticed that a 14-year-old white kid losing his life seems worse, even to us, than a 14-year-old black kid losing his life? Because it's already in our heads. What was that 14-year-old black kid doing? We start wondering, did he have switches under his mattress and things like that? Like, a 14-year-old black kid is advanced far beyond the years of his age. And he's participating in things, not necessarily crime, but he's participating in things that 14-year-old white kid has not been introduced to yet. So it makes it seem like we're expandable. Listen, if you take a 5-year-old African-American wrestling student and a 5-year-old African-American white wrestling student, the odds are high that the African-American wrestling student is going to dominate him because we're that advanced. And so people also use that to look at us like when we get, it takes away a lot of the sympathy that other communities would get if one of their people got popped up. Hey, shout out to my bro over here supporting the show. I appreciate you, my guy. Rocking with us. Peace and power. Much love back to you, my guy. You already know what it is. The Nation One Love Podcast.
Prince.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Mr. Prince, I'm going to get out of here. I just pulled up at the spot, this September 9th out here in the IE. We call it 909 Day. And I got some of my peoples out here, about to hit the stage and, all positivity, all the homies. We're just out here, enjoying some music, gonna have a couple drinks, kick it, take some pictures, and all that there type stuff. But I will be back tomorrow. Hey, people, please do not forget to hit that like button.
Y'all heard what he said.
You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy yourself, my brother.
But
enjoy yourself.
Always, you be safe, stay dangerous.
You know it. We have to stop patting each other on the back or even trying to take up for each other when we're doing messed up things. But I want to go ahead and play the rest of this.
Why are you in cuffs right now? I have cameras.
But that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. Even a lot of the women who we have in the African-American community who are on social media, they call themselves baddies. She's one of them. Shoplifting for makeup. Shoplifting for makeup. Do you see how bad, how addicted they are to being able to look a certain way on social media? She just got caught shoplifting for makeup. Are you kidding me?
He see me take something.
Okay. So did you take something?
Did I take something?
Yes.
I was looking and stuff like that, and I was trying on stuff. All my makeup stuff is in my bag.
They got these two. They got these two sitting down, Indian style, in the middle of the mall. Do you know how humiliating that is? And the one girl looks like she has on an outfit where she just robbed a bank or something.
So all your makeup stuff's in there. Like what I brought from home. None of the stuff from their store is in your bag. Okay.
What?
Okay.
You took this?
Yes.
Is this from Sephora?
Yes.
Okay, the stuff you did not pay for, correct?
Right.
Okay. Yes? That's it? No, this?
What is going on?
Right now, you guys are being...
African American women. I'm going to show you guys something else too. I'm telling you, I know a lot of you think I'm crazy when I say that they're going to drag us into some type of hate war. My brother Stanley Griffin in this situation. My brother said until 1965, 80% of all black children were born after black women were married. Right. Since 1965, black women have been moving away from marriage on purpose. Why? Because they don't want a man in the house. Right. Because everything's freedom, freedom, freedom. If there's a man in the house, there's structures in the house. If structures in the house, supervision in the house. Now I can't be out there getting my back blew out by random men. Now I can't be out doing all kinds of lewd and lascivious acts with my girlfriends. Today, 80% of all black children are born to single, unwed mothers, and black women are doing it on purpose. They could care less. Close to 70% of them have multiple children by multiple men. We are going to have to find a way to separate ourselves from them. We just really are. What they're going to bring down on us, we won't even be able to stand the pressure of it. Listen, back to what the brother was saying. Listen, people, we did bad with the show support yesterday. We're approaching been up here for an hour and some change, people. Hit that Cash App, people. Let's support the show, The Real Stacey Prince. You already know it's the hottest show online. Act like it. Matter of fact, we're going to start taking intermissions. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start taking intermissions. Keep this show support going. There's a lot of work that goes into this show, people. A lot. You have Will Fit down here in this situation. Listen, I'm going to show you guys something else. You guys think that I'm up here. Shout out to my bro Will Fit over here supporting the show through TikTok. Salute, my brother. I appreciate you. My bro said, I myself was having so much fun, but I loved the women I did have babies with only. Yeah, I say this. My girl said, listening to you is like listening to my husband. Shout out to Dr. K over here. Always supporting us. Listen, I always say this. I know that even black men have made terrible fumbles as it pertains to that. But I always say there should never be a child brought into this world when there wasn't a serious relationship. Bare minimum, it should have been a serious relationship. How are you getting pregnant just by casual sex, just by getting busted down? You crazy? You crazy? Listen, I need a show supporter before we show this next clip. This next clip is going to be pretty gruesome, to be honest. It's going to be kind of heartbreaking, to be honest. We need somebody to keep the show going, people. Either the Cash App, the PayPal, or the Super Chat. We're going to go ahead and give it a rest until... Show love to the show. Show love to the show. Let's turn the music off and get back to the show. Shout out to Will Pitt. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you. You already know, man. I appreciate you. And I also appreciate you for keeping us rocking, bro. But listen, I want to show you guys something. Sometimes when you speak up here and you say things that go completely against what people would like to hear and things like that, they desire to view it as you're saying something that's completely mind-blowing, right? How many of you have heard about this? How many of you have heard about this? Ukrainian woman was butchered on a subway. Let me ask you guys something. From what you know about America and all of the examples that they have given as to the lengths that they will go, America participated. Well, America was the founder in pretty much the most gruesome acts of life ever heard of. A lot of people use the word slavery, but they don't talk about what was taking place inside of slavery. Balls getting cut off in front of the town, taking a man down to in front of everybody at the town hall, and cutting his balls off in front of everybody, even little children. Ripping skin off of them. Stomping on the heads of little black babies once they come out of the mother's vagina. Throwing them in lakes to alligators. Chaining them up and dragging them for miles and miles behind cars. A people who have this inside of them. Do you think that they're going to continue to sit back and watch things like this? You crazy? What did Fire Marshal Bill say? Let me show you something. Look what President Trump said about it. It's time the United States became vicious to the criminal monsters like the one who took the life of Irina Zerutska. It's the only thing that they understand. I wonder, was he raised in a two-parent household? I wonder who his mother was. That man got up and took that girl's life for no reason at all. Yes, that's the train guy. I just told you guys, when a white person's life gets taken violently, it looks worse than when a black person's life gets taken violently. Had that been an African-American girl, President Trump wouldn't have spoke on it, right? And I'm not blaming white society. What I'm telling you guys is, you know where you live. You are not at home. You are on foreign land. It has been demonstrated to you the entire time you've been alive. When I saw it, I got a little bit irritated because I saw it on one of the racist pages. And immediately what came into my mind was, all of the black people's lives who's gotten taken like that, like, right? And then when you see it on a white woman, it makes world news, right? That's why I told you guys, a white life and a black life is not of the same value in the United States. I don't care who the black woman is, the most feminine, the most prestigious, the most elegant black woman, her life is not worth the same as a white woman in America. I don't care what you say. I have never once heard President Trump speak out on any of the African American people whose lives got taken senselessly, right? At the hands of white Americans. I'm not even pinning any blame on him. I'm telling you guys, a white life in America is more valuable than a black life is in America. I want to see, is there anybody who disagrees with that? I want to see if I can get even just one person. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with that. Give me a thumbs down if I'm completely wrong. I want to see how many people live on planet Earth. Okay. I was wondering, was I the only one? Yeah. So what that simply lets you know is, until you get yourself into a position of power and you can move to whatever country makes you feel more at home, while you're here, you better know that you're at someone else's house. And you can't do what they can do. Black people will always be second to third class. We're really third class citizens in America. My mom was never, I don't think my mom has any violence on her record at all. Nothing like that. My mom was the mother of 5 children. And when she was addicted to drugs. She was addicted to drugs. They gave her 75 years in prison. Right? You know how somebody who doesn't know where they can get any from, they'll say, "Hey, if you know where to get me some from, I'll give you, I don't know, I'll give you a piece, or I'll give you some change of it or something like that, or I'll pay you to go get me some." They called that dealing. They gave that woman 75 years in prison. I have got on the internet and I've tried to see other cases where there were white women who, in similar instances, received 75 years for something the size of 3 BBs stuck together. I still haven't found anything. I'm not saying that for a pity party. Thank God my mom, after doing like 15 years of it, she hit one on appeal and her case got overturned, right? You guys need to understand, your life is not equal to the value of a white life. So when you see a man do something like this, it sparks outrage of the world. Do you guys really believe that white America will let you put your hands on a young white angel? Are you stupid? You know what? I should have played the clip of what Trump said. Yeah, not even in self-defense. No. Listen, none of us know the name of the boy in Florida whose life was taken when he pulled up banging his stereo system and the white man didn't like it at the gas station. The white man didn't like it, so he popped the black guy up. None of you even know his name because that's how much attention it got. You don't even know that black boy black boy's name. That's how much attention it got. That man lost his life because his music was up too loud. According to another citizen. You would think, who are you to tell me how loud my music is? Listen, she said they even tried to distance themselves from the school unalivers. I've put that on a couple of those racist pages that I'm familiar with. I'm talking about when African Americans get caught stealing at a Sephora or something like that, they'll say another one of the monkeys or something like that. And I'm always tripping why we don't like these massacres. It goes to show you, black life is not equal to, listen, I'm talking about middle class, upper class black life is not equal to that of white lower class life. It's not. And I think the power is in knowing that. Because if you know it, you know how to move. That's not true, bad people. What? Hey, Brother Paul, I can't really follow you. That not true, bad people. Number 2, lost people. Number 3, we got a chance to change how live, but we got to do the work. Many people don't want to do the work, but want all the. Brother, I can't understand what you're saying. I can't understand what you're saying, brother. I couldn't even grab enough of that to even get what your point was. I don't know. Priority. You heard me? Do you know how much peace can be found inside of the fact of knowing that you're not equal while you're here? I think people should utilize America to get what they want out of America, to utilize the resources to get the absolute best, to create the absolute best life outcome that they desire for themselves. Me, myself, I don't plan on living the rest of my life here. America is loaded with absolutely, people say it's the greatest country in the world. It's not. It's loaded with amazing opportunities. It has amazing opportunities, right? But when you know that you're not equal to other people and your life is not valued like other people's lives are, what's his name? Charlie Kirk. He always says the thing. He really caters it to young college students who probably can't answer their questions. He says he doesn't believe in white privilege. And he'll ask them, what can you do that I can't do? And somehow these college students are like, oh, nothing. He'll say, my point proven. Well, I can't get in trouble like you can get in trouble. Right? It's going to be more difficult for me to accumulate wealth than it is you. If we both end up with $1 billion, I will have jumped through more hurdles than you. Just purely based off of my skin. I don't want to get into all of that because I can't be stopped. But anybody who believes that for a 39-year-old white boy and a 39-year-old black boy, they will travel through America and they neither will have any leverage over the other is crazy. I don't even want to get into that. That's foolish conversation. If I get in trouble, if I get caught with DRUGSs and a white person my age gets caught with the same amount, same record and everything, I'm in more trouble, significantly. It's called the 100-to-1 ratio, right? The 100-to-1 ratio, it's in law, right? The 100-to-1 ratio is a person who possesses 400 grams of powder, right? Estimated to be around $40,000. That person, which is predominantly a white DRUG, that same individual will receive less time than a person who possesses $500 of that powder in rock form, which is a predominantly black DRUG. I mean, right? Look it up. It's called the 100-to-1 ratio. With everything that's being seen, with everything that's being done, it is demonizing African American people to where an attack on African American people will seem justified. The only thing that people will say was, well, they have been all over social media acting out, right? There won't be a lot of sympathy. If hate groups launch an attack on African American people, it won't seem like a travesty. It won't seem like a travesty. I never really thought that African American women held so much control over the black community to where they could actually take us to the brink of a race war. Like, they really have the power to make people hate us because they're doing it. They have a lot of black people hating black women. This thing that we're seeing is it's unimaginable. It's unimaginable. Hey, listen, people, we have 3 super chats in here. We have not met our $50 a night goal, people. We are $35 short of our nightly tuition, people. Let's go. Support the show, people, over here on YouTube and the real Stacy Prince at Cash App. Let's get with it, people. Shout out to Dr. K over here. Yep. Electrician in the house. Listen, shout out to the electrician for keeping the show going. Salute, salute, salute. I appreciate the love. Get back to the show. Let's get back to the show. Now I'm going to hit you guys with the important part. We know that everything that I've said up here tonight is true. We are incentivizing people who have been salivating at the mouth most of their lives, wishing to God they could find an excuse to perform hate crimes on African American people. They have hate groups specifically who hate black people. We're giving them the reasons. Because when they see that young white girl losing her life, that's enough incentive right there. I told you guys, a black life and a white life in America is not equal. It's not. Now here's the horrific part. Look at the mess that we're going to leave behind for our children. When me and you are gone from this planet, are we in fact leaving them an existence of being hated so badly due to everything that we did? that people will view it as normal to execute hate crimes against them? I just find it strange that people don't love their children like I love mine. You guys have heard me say I don't love my children. I'm intimately in love with mine. The things that I do regularly up here, it is so that my children, the generations after all of us leave, will have better understanding of how to maneuver in ways that create better life outcomes for themselves. Imagine if we just disappeared right now. Our children will be hated long before they had time enough to do anything to be hated for. Do you guys really think that people won't execute hate crimes behind this behavior? You make me sick. I'm tired of seeing you behave like animals. And there's plenty of other black people who feel the same. Because a lot of the things that you guys are doing is what we call senseless. It's senseless. You guys, where the source of where a lot of this is coming from is you've already yielded your spirits over to Satan. There is not supposed to be a such thing as women who can even move. Like, listen, I want to show you guys something again. This is, I can't explain this away. I want to show you guys something.
Now, what the f*** is going on?
She tried to run out of the store.
Okay.
This man fixed her phone. He gave it to her to test it out. She tried to take off running out of the shop without paying.
The door's locked. Ooh, think I'm stupid? Come on.
Open it.
It's locked. Give me the phone.
What you guys got my phone for?
Give me the phone. I'm going to take the screen off and you can get out of here or I can call the cops. What is it?
I'm not calling. Let me get a thing. Why am I inside the store? Like, why you lock the doors on me? I ain't my phone.
All right, I'm going to call the cops if that's the case.
Dude, come on, you gotta take me to jail.
You're going to give me my screen back or you're going to go home? Which one is it?
He's asking for his screen back. And she's like, he's in the wrong. He's the one doing something wrong. You have to assess what's going on in her mind right now. What could be flowing through her mind right now that has her believing that he's tripping because he didn't allow her to run right out of his door. Look what she said when she found out the door was locked.
I'm going to take the screen off and you can get out of here or I can call it. It's locked.
Open it.
It's locked.
She told the man to open it. We got to see this again.
The door's locked. Think I'm stupid? Come on.
She hit the door and it was locked and she said, ooh, like the little monkey she is.
Open it.
And then told him to open it. Like, help me rob you. She really said that out of her mouth.
Give me the phone.
What you guys got my phone for?
Give me the phone. I'm going to take the screen off and you can get out of here or I can call the cops. What is it?
I'm not calling. Let me get a thing. Why am I inside the store? Like, why you lock the doors on me?
Why am I inside of this store? Why he locked the door on me? Talking to her mom.
That ain't my phone.
All right, I'm going to call the cops if that's the case.
Dude, come on, you gotta take me to jail.
You're going to give me my screen back or you're going to go home? Which one is it?
Because the guy, his screen, and I started running home. He fixed my screen.
He fixed my screen and he said I tried to run off. You tried to run off.
All you have to do is give me the phone, let me take the screen off, and I'll let you go.
That video goes on for another.
I want to see what he has to say.
For 2 minutes, and she still doesn't give the phone back. What is wrong with people?
Okay. Now let's go here. The mom comes in and says, now what the fuck is going on? That's who she was on the phone with. Watch this.
Tried to run out of the store.
Okay.
And I told her, give me the phone, I'll take the screen off, and we can be done with this. But she wasn't having it.
How much is the phone cost?
The screen is $125.
You only charged me $75 for mine, and mine is $12.
She didn't go off that her daughter was actually out there trying to steal in society. She attacked the store owner. How you charging her $125 when mine was $75 when you fixed it? This is what I'm telling you guys is the problem. It's African American women. They should have never been freed. They should have never been freed. But I think the American government knew that if they backed African American women, that they would destroy the black community. And look, it's over with for this community. What I'm doing up here day in and day out is I'm just trying to make something better than what I know is coming for my children, so that their backs won't be pinned up against the wall.
XR.
I got an 11.
Or 11.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You didn't charge my other kid or my other kids that much, so why is this charging her?
The screen for the 12.
I want you guys to notice again, she's not tripping that her daughter just tried to steal. She's checking the guy for why is his prices so high.
One is $200.
You didn't charge me when you fixed my phone. They didn't charge me that.
You must have got insurance or something.
No, y'all fixed it your insurance. What do you mean? She must have got insurance. I got insurance. Right. So why you didn't go to the insurance? I don't know.
All she has to do is give me the phone back and I can take the screen off and we're done.
Let her take the screen off. You just go there. You just go around the corner and get it fixed. Come on, let's go. Give him the phone. I'm about to get it fixed.
I don't care what anybody says. These are animals. They're just a couple of clicks away from being animals. They have human form and human shape, but the interior is animals. They worship Satan. They worship Satan. Do you know that she said everything except for why were you in here stealing? She said, why would you come to a place that's charging that much to fix your phone? She didn't say anything about this woman trying to run out of this store with that man's property.
You did not tell me that when I dropped my phone off.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not. You about to have me do some crazy bitch, because I'm thinking this motherfucker doing something here.
No discipline at all. She didn't hold her daughter accountable. That was stealing. You got caught trying to steal. Now, what type of parent doesn't care if their child steals? Jeez. Let me see. You know, another thing that I take up issue with is how come African American women aren't as outraged about these behaviors as we are? We don't understand, and I'm not going to say, I want to say how come you guys aren't checking your sister counterparts out in society, but I don't advise that. You'll lose your life likely. I get that, but those of you who have sisters like this, I don't know what to say. You know, unfortunately, in a perfect world, we could get men to stop procreating with these animals. But unfortunately, They created a back door for themselves. They had so many broken, dysfunctional bastard boys to where they can mate with them. Some of these women who have 3 or 4 sons who are raised without a father, those boys are messed up. So there's another woman who's just as broken on the other side of town who a quality man wouldn't dare really touch her, but these 3 broken boys will. And they'll go raw. And what do you think comes gnarling its way out of that broken woman's vagina once she gets done having sex with that broken boy? And unfortunately, people, that's what keeps happening. It's what keeps happening. They have created an endless supply of men who will mate with them. You know, in a perfect world, like I said, we could get disappointed in the African American men who sleep with them and shun them. But even if they stopped, it just wouldn't matter, because these women have bred enough sons to where all of the broken women in the African American community have enough broken men to sleep with. They actually prefer those men. Those men don't have any standards. They don't have anything going for themselves. They don't mind going out to the club all of the time, right? They're just as violent as the women are. And they don't care if the woman's vagina stinks. It's just 2 people who have no morals. And look at how the children are being raised. Houses are dirty. Cursing at the kids. What do you think comes out of that? Shout out to my brother Jimmy up in this situation for supporting the show. I appreciate the TikTok support. I'm going to open up the panel. People can come up and express what you think can be done about it. Those of you who want to come up and express what you think can be done about it. Shout out, salute, salute. I appreciate it, brother Jimmy. Shout out to JX in this situation over here on TikTok sending the support. And when do the men are then responsible for their... What is up with you people today? And when do the men are then responsible for their... What's up with you people? What neighborhood have I stumbled into today on TikTok? Am I over there? Am I over there in South Central?
Welcome to Death Row.
Shout out to my girl over here, Miss She Said in the building. Promote conscious parenting with the yeah, I think we're way past that. I promoting anything outside of physical with these people. There's no we're way beyond conversation. Yeah, we're way beyond conversation with this. Anything outside of loading up some buses with the National Guard and rounding up all of the ratchets and things like that and shipping them off to, the conversation with this, no motivational speeches will work with the likes of these people. It's over with for that. At this point, we're at the precipice of something physical needing to be done. Like, we really just need them hauled away from us, to be honest. Yeah, Miss She said they have no shame. Without shame, a person is really dangerous. Really dangerous. If you have no shame, you'll do almost anything. Shame is what keeps us from doing certain things because we feel shame about it, right? And just imagine there being people on this planet who have no shame. Dr. K said there's really nothing that could be done. Jeez, that's harsh. JX said can't even got him. Oh, jeez. I'm going to open the panel. The panel is open for anybody who wants to come up here. If you think you have an idea as to what can be done, come on up. I'll bring you up. I know this. One thing is true. My entire my entire condo, the entire building is getting fumigated next week. They're putting an entire tent over it because preventative measures of termites. Like you see even dust, like they say that's a sign of termites. So that's their way of separating us from the termites. I like the concept because at this point, that's the only other course of action that we have. We have to get away from these people. Brother TJ.
Hey, what's up, Stacey? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man. Tell me how your night's going, brother.
Well, I was in the bed chilling, watching you talk about this topic, and when you said you want to come up and say what can be done,
talk to me.
I wish I actually had a solution for you.
Man,
I'm 48 years old, and
hey, you frozen, bro. I don't know if it's the internet or what. Let me see. I'm gonna wait on you. We can't hear anything you're saying, but I'm gonna wait on you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I said, I'm 48 years old, and in my lifetime, I never thought that things would get this bad.
Man.
I don't remember us being. I mean, growing up, man. I grew up in the mid '90s into the early. I went to college in 2000. The signs were there, but at that age in my early 20s, I'm thinking about other stuff. I ain't thinking about the culture or the quality of the women. I'm going off to college. There are white women on campus.
Right.
I was my lady in college was from East India, man. I was with her the whole time I was in college. So I really wasn't thinking about what was going on into the culture until actually I started turning about 28, 29 years old. And I started thinking about what I actually wanted long term. And I started looking around and I'm just like, oh no.
Right.
No, unfortunately, I recently, maybe within the last few months, have accepted the fact that Stacey, those of us who are not male or female, those of us who are not in a family situation right now, if you're a man, you got your wife, you got your kids, there's no hope. Because what's out here, especially if you are I call it in my world a flat-footed man with a backbone. If that's what you are, a flat-footed man with a backbone, there's nothing for you out here.
Right.
Because all you have to choose from is a bunch of unruly women with a house full of kids that were littered by some of the worst human beings, male human beings that our culture can produce.
Right.
And then if you decide to give one of those women a chance, they're going to be so unruly with you and so disrespectful towards you that it's not worth it.
I agree, 1,000%.
It's not worth it. Like the last woman I tried to deal with, Stacey, I'm 48 now. So the last one I tried to deal with, she got a son the same age as my daughter. I got a 10-year-old daughter. And within a matter of about 6 months into it, I found out this woman is like giving rides to her ex, giving him money.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man.
all kind of. And
That
so
dirty
you got to
work.
see dirty work. And Stace, let me tell you something. I work hard, and I'm a middle class man, but I make good money.
No doubt.
So this woman, we're going to Atlanta, we're going to DC. This just for a weekend,
Uh-huh.
just to get away. When I found out that, I said, "Hey, you doing what now?"
Right.
And she got to telling me, and this is when I started really, and this is my fault for not actually asking more questions about the actual father. I'm learning this joker live at home with his mom. He in the basement.
See
He
what I'm
worked for
saying,
cash.
man?
He worked for cash under the table for the Chinaman wig shop that these women be going through. And I'm sitting there going, I said to her, you know, I said, you doing all this and I'm spending my time, investing my time with you, and you taking your resources and giving it over there. I said, oh no. I said, this a done deal. This
But
a
check
done
this
deal,
out though,
lady.
brother. Check this out. 1,000 pardons. What I respect about you is that you had the spine to nip it once you found out about it. You see what I'm saying?
It was, yes.
Bro,
It
do you
was
know how many
immediately.
brothers will sit there and still try to work that thing out? Listen, that was just what you caught her doing. That's all that was. That wasn't even the tip of the
Yes.
iceberg. You see what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't. And I wasn't gonna go, and she coming to me with this whole her rationale. I ain't care nothing about her rationale. You are a woman.
What you say? We good.
Yeah. You are a 40-year-old woman. You done been out here. You know how men operate. For you to sit here and pretend like anything you were doing was cool. Look, at the end of the day, Stace, like I was saying, there's no hope. I got a 10-year-old daughter coming up. I know what she's gonna be dealing with. There's no hope for guys like us other than just casual.
Uh-huh.
Keep it casual, keep it light. And I, I told one sister I was like, who was interested in me, whatever, and I just asked her straight up. I was like, "Well, how much you cost?"
Hold on. You said how much what?
I asked the lady how much you cost. This lady, she was interested in me. I was like, "How much you cost?" This woman got so offended, and I told her, I said, "Listen." I said I'm assuming you a modern woman. I'm assuming your mindset is like a typical black woman. It's all about the dollar. I just want to know what your bottom line is, and then see if I think you worth me paying that.
Hold on. Let me see. She said, you congratulated him on instantly leaving, Stacy, but you tell us to stay and accept the same BS. No, I think you're misunderstanding. He wasn't married to this woman. They were 6 months in. I tell any and everybody, that's the purpose of dating, to see if that individual is worth going to the next level with. What I tell you guys is, don't you dare be in a relationship for 10 years, but then, and listen, you built something with this person. This really does realistically look like the individual that he really does look like a reliable source that is going to see you through to the end of life. You would give that up because this man got caught cheating 2 or 3 times? That's what that's my premise, but when you're dating and you just met somebody for 3 to 6 months, don't you dare take yourself through the guillotine. No woman, no man. Because listen, the cool part about the 3 to 6 month mark, the cool part about it is you start getting to see what it is that you're going to be dealing with if you lock in long term with that thing. That's the cool part about that. That's like the pre-test. You know what I'm saying?
And Stacey, at this time, I was starting to really feel this because she's a good looking woman. So and a lot of times women think because they're good looking,
you better know it.
They can play games and stuff like that. I tell a woman all the time. I said to her, I said, "You think because I'm not a conventionally handsome man that somehow you being pretty is gonna somehow,
right.
keep me going?" I said, "Lady, please."
Right.
Lady,
Listen,
please.
This woman said, when are men responsible for their behavior and it's no longer the women's fault? See, here's the difference. That's why you guys don't often see me bring men up on the panel. Because the moment that I say something like, listen, a man who doesn't take care of their children and knows that he has children and doesn't take care of them, he's less than a man. Men will say, you right, bro. See, that's what you guys don't get. Men don't have the issue with accountability that you do. Let me see. When are men going to be responsible for their behavior and it's no longer the fault of the women? Another point that I want to hit you with. You got those men that you're condemning right now, those men that you're talking about, you guys are producing them. You keep having babies with strangers because you saw him at the club, thought he was fine. Now, 9 months later, here comes a boy into this world who's not going to have a father, not going to have somebody to show him how to be a man. You guys can't teach boys how to be men. And that's what we're dealing with today. Boys who turn into men, who have anger issues, who are hurt, who have daddy issues, who don't know how to regulate their emotions. So therefore, when they get offended, the first thing that comes to their mind is violence. We've been telling you guys this. You guys are the center of all of this disaster. Listen, the fact that we saw an African-American man today or this week take that young white woman's life, it shocked everybody because black men aren't out there causing the havoc that you guys are societally. Black men are doing damage to ourselves. We're taking each other's lives and things like that, but we're not hated. We're the most desired group of men to date on the entire planet. Look at Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was a gangbanger, but you could, in all likelihood, you can compare that man to a role model. Him and the other brother built an academy to show kids how to code. When we are broken, we are still useful. Dysfunctional men can still be used because of what God equipped us with. Our strength, our fortitude, right? Our critical thinking skills, our problem solving skills. We are effective until the day we are no longer alive. But you guys, however, when you incur damage and breakage, you turn into disasters that are capable of dismantling an entire community. You have no business running around here letting random men nut in you. Listen, brother, these women have went to the clinic and gotten rid of 19 million children, brother, since 1973. Man. 19 million.
And I bet you a good portion of them, Stacey, were babies with men that they should have been with.
Right. Didn't want to be locked down at the time.
Right. And the comments that you just read right there, those are the same women that are calling me insecure because I wouldn't tolerate that garbage off that lady.
Listen, I wanted to hit you with something too. I highly disagree with something that you said because I see something in you that I don't think that you even see. Brother, I do amazing out here on the dating market. The last 3 black women I have dated were perfect human beings, if there is a such thing. Okay, let me take that back. 2 of them were perfect, and one of them, she is a butthole sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just too busy at the time. My goals, my ambitions. And what I tell people is this. The reason I'm so successful in dating is because of what I will not tolerate. Brother, listen, if you wear hair weave, I won't date you. Listen, if you wear those long fingernails, I won't date you. If your face is matted in makeup, we have nothing to talk about. I like women, brother, who, are soft, feminine, and they know that there's not a snowball's chance in a microwave turned on high that they come into a situation with me and they have more say so in that relationship with me than I do. Those women, bro, if we seed and weed, you can tell who's who. I don't deal with women, brother. I save myself a lot of trouble by not even dealing. Listen, I don't desire to even have sex with the type of women who I'm repulsed by. Brother, ratchet woman, she can't even give me head, man. I don't want your fingernails on me. I don't want you touching me. I don't want you around me. You will never know where I live. None of that, because to be honest, I'm repulsed by who you are as an individual. I'm repulsed because just based on how you look, I know what's inside of you. Period. And all of that. Now, yeah, you can keep all of that. You will never meet my mother. You will never meet any of my peers, any of my closest friends. That won't happen. And what I know, brother, is what makes it so easy for me to not even have sex with them is because I can't get on top of something that I'm repulsed by.
There you go.
Brother, I'm repulsed by them. like I'm repulsed by them. Ratchet women, I'm repulsed by them. I'm repulsed by those degrees of women, African American women. The long ratchet fingernails, man. The what do they call them? The lace fronts, the long eyelashes, right? The makeup looks like you can need to that it was applied on with a butter knife or something, a spread, you know. Brother, they can do nothing for me. So once I get done filtering out all of those types, brother, I've been in the bank sometimes and I'll see one looking at me and I'll look away immediately just to let her know, listen, there is nothing happening. There, you
Right
can't come
on.
say how you doing. You can't come tell me how my cologne smells. There's no need for us to interact. So I don't really have those interactions, brother. Once you get done seeding and weeding those women out, it leaves a significant portion of the women you're going to encounter are going to be because as men, we're very simple. We're very simple. We don't have the long list of requirements that women got. He got to make this much a year. He got to be this tall. He got to be this good. And we don't have all of that. We want a decent person to be around us, man. We want a decent person.
That's it. That's it. And a lot of ladies don't understand that they think they overly complicate the process because they're trying to replicate in us what they are, and they can't do that. A lot of the women don't even understand, Stacey, is the fact that they want men, but they want men with female soft.
1,000%. Listen, let me touch on that. Listen, my brother said they want men just biologically, but they what was that? What was that? I just jumped out of my mind. But I agree with you wholeheartedly. They want men, but they want men who they can run over, right? Because see,
Yeah.
the benefit that comes with a man, I'm going to say this to all of you ladies. Those of you who are gold diggers, listen, I'm going to tell you something else that is so much more valuable than gold digging. Leadership digging. You find you a man who has leadership qualities. A man, listen, that man can work at UPS. If that man has his own home, his own car, if he gets in a jam, there's money in the bank that he can go get. Not a rich man, but he has money in the bank that he can go get. Do you have any clue how much of life's catastrophes you will be saved from just by latching yourself onto his instincts instead of your emotional side? When that man says, yeah, babe, I don't know what you think this is, but there is no coming in here at 1 o'clock in the morning and this and this and that. That man's leadership potentially saved you from being one of the people who were going to be out that night when that ignorant fool started doing this. Now, because of the type of man that you have, you weren't even in the vicinity of that. Listen, when you are under the leadership of a man, it will significantly reduce your ability to be a hoe. Now, some of you, you're still going to get out there, but hopefully, I'm going to tell you men to look out for that. Hopefully, he'll know if his woman is dipping out, things like that. The reason I say that is because there's a significant portion of men in the African-American community today who are finding out children that they thought were theirs are not theirs. But again, that goes along with vetting the type of woman you're dating.
Well, that too, and let me tell you something, Stacey. A lot of these brothers out here, they're afraid to look. Stacey, I was married once upon a time.
Right.
Let me tell you what I told my wife before she was my wife. I told her during the dating process, you get pregnant, we're getting a DNA test.
One, you already know.
I told her when we decided to get married, Stacey. I told her again. Well, I said, you get pregnant even during the marriage, we're getting a DNA test. And a lot of men are afraid of that female backlash when you say that to them. Me, I'm not. I don't give a damn what you say. I'm the one that's on the line. I'm the one that's, that got to deal with it. When that relationship ended with the relationship that produced my daughter, I told the woman up front, you get pregnant, get a DNA test. She didn't believe me. She didn't believe me. I took my daughter and got it. I took it to my daughter was 3 months old. I took it to the diagnostic lab. And a lot of guys believe that you need the mother's permission to get a DNA test. You do not.
No doubt about it.
You do not. You got to go look out for yourself, take care of yourself, and you cannot be afraid of, if you are afraid of a woman's reaction to you doing the right thing, then you need to go get some damn therapy.
I
or
agree.
You need to go talk to another damn man.
I agree.
Why in the hell? Stacey Prince, listen, I'm not afraid of nobody who can't kick my ass.
Yeah, and then you keep your mouth shut because you got anxiety about approaching the subject, and 19 years later you find out that this child ain't yours.
No, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
Kenny Rogers said it. You got to know when to fold them now.
Yep. Look, this weekend I found out my nephew. Got a baby. So I drove 340 something miles with a DNA kit for him and that baby.
Yep.
And
my man.
you talking about the hell that I created with that woman, her family, my nephew, my brother, and I cussed them all out. We swabbing this baby, we sending it
on,
off.
man.
I don't give a damn.
And see, that's the leadership of a man right there. That's how men hold communities together.
Nah, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Listen, she says, let me see. Hold on. Let me see what Coach Keith said. Let me see. Coach Keith up in this situation rocking with us. There's a couple of good points up here. Let me grab it. Let me see. Okay, they've been down here setting it off. Okay. We've had 4 generations of single black mothers raising their daughters without a man in the home, disrespecting black men. That's why you see what you see today. It's why you see what you see today. Let me see, but that one black woman doesn't represent all black women. See, you guys kill me when you say this. What represents all black women is what we see as a society out there of black women. I don't care what state you're in the United States. I don't care what state you're in. I don't care what city you're in. The majority of African-American women are wearing those long fingernails. The majority of African-American women have those lace fronts in their hair. I don't care what you say. You all look alike. You all talk alike. You're almost essentially the same individuals because the overwhelming bulk of the children that are coming from the black community, you guys are having sex with the exact same men. Now, we got studies that, you know what I mean? Well, it is suggested in the black community that 80% of our children were created by a smaller number of the men in the black community, around 24%, something like that, right?
And then Stacey, when you ask our women that question, how do you get 80% of our women with kids by only 24% of the men? You know what? When you ask our women, how does that happen? You know what the number one response I've gotten back from women?
What is that?
The men are taking responsibility for their kids.
Right. Anything except for the truth.
The truth. It doesn't even dawn on them that they are sleeping with the same men. And then you take it a step further and you go, your kid's father, how many kids did he have before he had yours?
Right.
And then they get quiet.
Listen, I want to show you the mentality of these women, man. See, this is a deranged mentality. So what we've seen of the black man who committed that crime on the bus represents all black men. When is the last time that you have seen a black man move like that? See, you're missing the whole point. What we're telling you is the things that you guys do. Listen, okay. Name me another black man who has slaughtered a black woman in America. Let's do it like that in the last year. Let's do it like that. Okay, since we know you can't, we're going to get rid of that. And if you can name even 5, that is not a pattern, right? But here's what we can name. Close to 70% of African-American women have multiple children by multiple different men. And of those of you who are surveyed, who have children, those of you who have been tested, 54% have pinned the child on the wrong man. That is a pattern, and that is a representation of the overwhelming of, listen, 50% is half, ma'am. Anything over than half is majority, ma'am. I know you still don't understand that, but that's just how that works. You can't take a crime committed by five black men and attribute it to 20 million people. What you guys are doing, the world is screaming out about it. The world is tired of African American women's behavior. You guys have movies named after you called Angry Black Woman. Listen, your men are, you have been ranked the most undesirable group of women on the planet to date. Your men are tired of you. People in China are talking about you. People hate looking.
Up in arms about Trump sending in the National Guard to D.C. and to Chicago, but it's black people that's causing them to do this.
Say that one more time.
It ain't unruly. Everyone is in an uproar about Trump, sending these National Guards into Chicago and to D.C., but they don't understand they're doing it because it's black people that are unruly in these cities.
I support it 100%, brother. I support that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you how broken black people are, brother. How could you see that in Washington, D.C., for around 2.5 weeks, they hadn't had one life taken, and you not want that to happen in Chicago? See, that's how messed up we are, man. It's like we should be willing to pay them to go there and stop our brothers and sisters from losing their lives. We should be willing to put a pot together for him to send the National Guard there. But in our broken mindsets, bro, we view it as a nemesis coming to an enemy coming towards us. Brother, I don't care what it is that stops black lives from being lost. I support it.
Same here. And it's the majority of our women that's screaming bloody murder. It ain't the men. They're the one that's screaming bloody murder and foul with these people coming in here. They're the ones responsible because they're raising these boys, are having male children with guys that can't teach them. They're the one, they're turning these criminals loose on the street.
Yeah, and that's what's happening.
And that's what's happening. And then they're the ones upset that I don't like Trump, but if that's gonna calm things in Chicago, so I don't care if it's for 2 weeks, 6 months, or a year that they're gonna be there. Chicago is and let me tell you something. I'm in St. Louis. We're no better. We're no different.
They throwing down in St. Louis, man.
Yes, a few months ago, the local news did a live story in downtown St. Louis with 14, 15-year-olds driving Dodge Challengers, hanging out the windows with assault rifles. But the police talking about they don't know where these kids are. So, but the news can find them.
Right.
But the damn police can't.
Right.
14-year-old boys. How does a 14-year-old get access to you know how much a Dodge Challenger costs?
Right.
These are $50,000, $60,000 automobiles, and these young boys are driving them and hanging outside the window with assault rifles shooting up in the air. But the police can't find them, but the local news can because they did a story live feed a week straight. Come on, man.
Nah, I'm dead. It's broken behavior, man. It's really broken behavior. Like, we have a mindset that is stuck in things. Like, I'll be honest, man. I'm going to say this. I'm not even the follower type like that. But I don't know. Maybe I just, because see, in 2007, I had read 2 books of Trump's that were so good that I read them 3 other times. But because my community was like, Trump is a racist, and he was doing some things that were questionable to me. Like, you like talking about giving police free reign and to do their job. To me, that sounds like you don't mind if they keep taking black people's lives. So we did a show on Trump one day. All of these shows that I do, bro, I have to do extensive research. Brother, the research led me down a rabbit hole. Man, I saw all that this man did for black people in the 1980s. I even still had the information that he didn't want to rent one of his buildings to black people. I seen all of that. I think another thing that we have to do, we have to stop being so stuck-minded. Once we get, a lot of us are Baptists or Pentecostals, and we can't even tell you why. We don't even know the fundamental beliefs behind being a Baptist or a Pentecostal. It's just because that's what Granny told us we were. A lot of us don't know the fundamental beliefs behind being a Democrat. It's just because Granny said that's what we were. Bro, a bit of me got disappointed in myself. Man, when I start reading, man, all of the stuff that, man, I'm not a Trump supporter. But what I can do is I can acknowledge, if I see him make a cure to cancer, I can tell myself this: he just made a cure to cancer. I can put my feelings to the side, man. Listen, when Jennifer Hudson's family got slaughtered, Man, that man allowed them people to come up and stay in the Trump Towers for around 6 months. Listen, when they tried to put them cases on Michael Jackson, Donald Trump stood up, man, and when nobody else would, and this is a time where being attached to black people could, ostracize you from your other white friends. He stood up and he said, nobody else is standing up for him. I'm gonna stand up for him. I don't believe he did it. My daughter loves Michael Jackson and this and that. So I said that to say this. Man, I got caught up in rolling with black society. I didn't even give him a chance because, just because, my community don't rock with him. I can't say I'm a Trump supporter now. But I tell you what, I like that he said, we're going to stop these people from approaching these kids in school, telling them things like, if you don't want to be a little boy, you don't have to. Brother, I know when something aligns with my own personal belief. That doesn't mean I have to be a supporter of that person. That doesn't mean I have to say, wear a MAGA hat. I'm not crazy, brother. I know when I hear something that sounds right. And I refuse to allow Black America to force me to walk blindly. Because if that's the case, then that means I shouldn't acknowledge none of the good stuff that I see black people do. I shouldn't be able to identify none of the amazing things that I see some black women do. We can't. We're stuck. We are a stuck-minded people, man.
Yeah.
Like,
let me ask you a question.
Hold on, real quick. People know that I have significant beef. Listen, Miss Janet said because he too is a pedo. If he is a pedo and he makes a cure to cancer, I will call him a pedo who made a cure for cancer. Like, see, this how men think. Men are logical. Yeah. Our emotions don't get wrapped up in this thing. There's nothing anyone can say to make me look down on the fact that he said where we messed up is taking the Bible out of schools. Now, I can also tell you some things that he said that I disagree with. I believe he's setting us up to get unalived more by these police officers by saying he's going to give police officers more reign to do their jobs without fear of being prosecuted. I believe that has a racist connotation to it. But see, men are logical. I don't have to swallow the whole fish. I could take the parts that I agree with and spit out the rest. And that's how men get things done. Go ahead, brother.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. When in American history, have we not had a racist president?
Exactly. Exactly. Now, I welcome anybody to answer that question. Bill Clinton is the one who passed that crime bill that wiped so many of us out. And we look at Bill Clinton like we almost say he wasn't white.
Hey, Stacey, let me tell you something about that crime bill. Guess who was begging for the crime bill?
You talking about Joe Biden?
No. Black pastors, the black community, black churches, Jesse Jackson. I was a teenager during that time. I remember, black pastors across the country, including Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, begging Bill Clinton and Congress to do something about the gang violence in America. They begged them to do it. And they came up with the crime bill. And if you go back to the footage, when they signed the damn crime bill, black pastors, black mothers, black so-called leadership across the country were celebrating it.
And it wipes, listen, it wipes so many of us out that's why African-American people have the highest overturned conviction rate. Because so many of us, it get to a point to where you could see somebody that you just have beef with as a police officer, you have beef with him for whatever reason, you could put a case on him and he's going to prison. That's what they were doing. A lot of them got busted.
Yeah, because in that crime bill was the 3 strikes rule.
Yep.
It was mandatory minimums for.
Hey, that mandatory minimum was a monster.
Wasn't it? So we were begging for that. They gave it to us. Then when you go out, and this is what black people don't understand. When you go out and beg the government to do anything, that's the last group that you need to be begging to come in to take care of your problems is the government.
And listen, me and you both know black people hold Bill Clinton to be a black man, man. They love him.
Which is crazy. I still like Bill, but that Joker played in our face. He went in Arsenio Hall, played a saxophone, and we fell in love with Bubba.
Yep. Yep. But listen. Then you take Obama, and look at the damage that Obama did, man. The whole time we never really knew that Obama was sliding that rainbow community agenda all across our children's faces, man.
Yep.
It
Yep.
had powerful
He
impact
played
on
in,
us, man. Had powerful.
he
Listen,
played in our face.
yeah, man. Okay, so I'm going to ask you something. Name a significant impact that Obama created for the black community.
Now you know I can't answer that.
This is what I'm saying. And see, we have this thing, man, that if somebody play in our face good enough, if man, why do you think that they went over there and recruited Kamala Harris? All she needed was a shade to the tone of her skin, and they knew that black people were going to eat it up, bro.
Now the
This
one
woman was
thing that
borderline illiterate.
yes, the one thing that the Obamas that we could hang our hat on about the Obamas as black people was their union. And in the last 6 months, Michelle Obama came out and obliterated that.
I'm talking about, listen, decimated that man just like Jada does Will, man.
Yes. Yes. So
On a crazy
Obama,
level.
from a policy standpoint, his agenda had nothing. And I heard Al Sharpton one day talking about whatever he did for the other communities, we benefited from. But he did stuff specifically for them and not for us. I was privy to a conversation that because I knew somebody who was in a cabinet, who was in a meeting with Obama, and somebody confronted him. They wanted Obama to pardon Marcus Garvey.
Right.
Because Marcus Garvey was Obama in the meeting said, I can't pardon Marcus Garvey because I don't do symbolism. And the man said, with all due respect, Mr. President, your job title is a symbol.
Come on,
Obama
man.
Obama had him thrown out the damn meeting.
Listen, check this out. I told you, I'm not what you would call a Trump supporter. I am a man, a logical individual, man. I see things. I run them through the process of logic. I run the bar of logic. I run them through historical data, statistics, and I let those things come up with a conclusion for me. Now, turn around and ask how many blacks that Trump just pardoned. On a crazy level, man, I think it was about 15 of them, man.
Yeah.
But they weren't famous, so people don't give them, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And listen, I'm going to tell you like this, brother. I salute
people.
anything that seems like it's good. That's what I salute. And I don't care who did it. I don't care who did it.
Stacey, the only thing to go back to your question, because I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna jump back into bed. But the to your original question is, what can we do about the thing? The only thing we got left to do, Stacey, is for you and I to have these conversations like this on this platform, so for our children and grandchildren can come back and see it later. That there was an attempt, that there was somebody or something out here that was saying this is wrong, we've gone too far, and and we're hoping that the next generation or the generation after that can save this. We need a reset. I'm talking about the baby boomers, and I'm sorry, I'm a late Gen X, early millennial. Unfortunately, Stacey, we gotta go.
Yep.
Because
no doubt.
because our generation knew better. We knew better. We watched what the government did to our mothers and grandmothers generation. I always say I'm the first generation. I'm the first generation of the latchkey kid. I'm the crack baby generation. I'm the first generation. I'm the first generation of the single mother household. I'm the first generation.
No doubt about it. Me too.
And so my generation know better because we're the victims of this stuff. And then what do we turn around and doing? We're poisoning our kids with this crap.
I agree with you, man. All we can do, man, is to continue building, man, and keep on re-educating. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate you coming up and rocking out with me, brother.
I appreciate your time, man. Yeah, I appreciate your time. I'm gonna go back in the closet, keep watching. I'll support you, brother.
You already know, my guy. You be cool, man.
All right.
Yeah, Miss Janet said, I appreciate Trump's stance on transgender community. They should not be able to compete against women athletes. See, I can say that. I can say that without wearing a MAGA hat. You see what I'm saying? See, because I'm just really 100% impartial and non-biased. I can tell you the things that I don't like about Trump, but that doesn't force me to demonize the things that he's done that I was hoping somebody would do long before he came into office. And black people, we have a stuck people mindset. Once our people tell us who to like and who not to like, that's what we do. And they know it. That's why they bring Meg the Stallion up there to puppet around in front of us, because we believe that means, ooh, they love us if they bring one of our artists up there. No, that means they think you're stupid, moron. Skinny boy, you already know it's always love. Who's she talking to? Where was your dad? Who's she talking to? Matter of fact, I've been told you, I'm gonna stop asking your questions. You don't have a profile picture and you never come up. At this point, I prefer Black Dove over you. Listen, 613 said it before I can get it out of my mouth. Fly high, you're annoying. Listen, Fly high, I want to say this to you. 613 hasn't been here with us as long as you have. Have you noticed that 613 is just now becoming a part of the show and shares the same sentiment of what everybody else has said about you over the last few months? That might tell you something. That might tell you something. All of the people you have come in contact with on this platform, they don't get you. You're kind of an annoying person. And I'd like for you to analyze that. New people, older people, the old people on this show who have experienced you, they have the same sentiments of you. And then when new people come, they haven't even talked to the old people. So how could they know to say that you're annoying? You have characteristics and things of that nature about yourself that are negative and annoying to other human beings. So how about you focus on that? Threw the fire up in this piece over here. My people. Yep. Yep. Hey, the number one and only said, breaking news, Bruce Jenner is back 100. Ah. Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody should ever be able to so that just lets you know what people's assessment of you is. It's accurate. It means you're the one who isn't taking it into consideration. Listen, those are my people who are new to the show. This is your first time rocking with us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button so you know when it's going down. Make sure you get the notifications. Look, I'm just giving an opposing viewpoint. No, you always do. You have nothing, you never have anything beneficial or logical. You never have any decent reasoning to contribute to conversation. It seems like it's always coming from a triggering or emotional point. You never educate any of us. You never have something that makes any of us think. You never contribute anything that could help any of the rest of us. It's always combative emotional rhetoric. She said that's logical thinking. Okay. Well, what am I doing then if you're thinking logically? Listen, people, we don't have any more show contributors to keep the show going, so we're going to... You guys want to keep the show going, hit that super chat or that cash app, or we're going to have to wrap it on up. We're past our 2-hour mark. You guys, somebody keep the show going. We'll push this thing up another 30 minutes. Other than that, you already know what it is.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Cash app at the real Stacy Prince. Same with the PayPal. All right, then we're about to wrap it up on out of here. Get up out of here, people. We have too many people in here to not be able to keep the show going and meet our $50 a night threshold.